Chapter 22. Which of the statement is true? A real estate closing in most estate. The seller usually pay the expenses to the day of closing. All encumbrances and lien shown on the report of title, other than those waived or agreed to by the purchaser and listed in the contract, must be removed so that the title can be delivered free and clear. The removal of such encumbrances is typically the duty of the seller. Legal title always passes from the seller to the buyer when the deed is delivered and accepted. Which item would a lender generally require at the closing? Title insurance commitment. A buyer purchases a home in an area where closings are traditionally conducted in escrow. Which item would a buyer deposit with the escrow agent before the closing date? Cash needed to complete the purchase. The uniform settlement statement must be used to illustrate all settlement charges for residential transaction financed by federally related mortgage loans. A mortgage reduction certificate is executed by a lending institution. The principal amount of a purchaser's new mortgage loan is credit to the buyer. The earnest money left on deposit with the broker is credit to the buyer. Security deposit should be listed on the closing statement as a credit to the buyer. Which charge notice on the good faith estimate, the GFE, must be the same or less than the change noted in the HUD form. Lender charges for taking and underwriting the loan. At closing, the listing broker commission is usually shown as the credit to the seller. At the closing of a real estate transaction, the person performing the settlement gave the buyer credit for certain accrued items. These items were bills relating to the property that the buyer needed to pay. A prepaid item by the seller is credited to the seller. The purpose of the Real Estate Settlement Procedure Act, RESPA, is to ensure that buyers know all settlement costs that will be charged to them. The document that provides borrowers with general information about settlement costs, RESPA provision, and the settlement statement is the Special Information Booklet. Under the Georgia Brokerage Relationship in Real Estate Transaction Act, BRETA, a broker can perform which ministerial act? Locating inspectors, locating architects, and locating lenders.